Yes.
Your press. My name is Sebela Bide. I was wondering, your press conference today, is it about your relationship with God or about the Niger Delta struggle, about the extermination of the Ijaws?
Actually, this press statement came about because after the U.S. presidential elections that brought the historic election that brought Barack Obama as the first African American president. The Lord has shown me, and I testified about it, and He told me that I have to make an important statement to the United States and to the world. And He told me that I was running very late. And that was what I was trying to lay the background of. And in the first vision, he said Hillary Clinton, she was with me, Obama was presiding over the function. And she had to make a statement, which was like a prelude to mine. Mine was the main statement everybody was waiting on. And I didn't have my statement in hand, so I was running late. He was basically telling me that I'm late. He wanted me to make my statement as quickly as possible. And over the years, he has showed me the things I will do, but I have to wait until he tells me. So when he told me that, given the circumstances that I'm in, I've written and sent these things out, and there are responses from President Mandela when he was president of South Africa. I will show you all those things, even from the White House, the UN, and so on. But it has not been in public domain. So I have to do, for me to make a statement to the world, in reality, I have to make it in a format that is going to be effective. And so the Spirit laid it on me that I have to make it at the National Press Club. No matter the cost, I have to get it done. It has to be recorded so that anybody could access it. So this was given to me since, I think the first time I thought it was December, when God revealed it to me after the election, or maybe it's after the swearing in, I'm not sure. I'm not sure of the exact date. Then the Lord reminded me again that I was running late. And I woke up, I told my wife. She herself felt the urgency. And I asked him, I wanted to be precise what he wanted me to speak on, the statement that I wanted to make. Then he told me the third time that it's nothing new. It's all the things that he has revealed to me that I've written about. That is it. And people at work, at Lincoln Hospital, my colleagues, especially in my office, they have been expecting that Nanakumo will soon make a statement with all the things happening because they know my calling. So this statement could have been made since February or whatever, but I couldn't put in the logistics together. Then when God told me that I was running late, as you said, rightly pointed out, Rika pointed out while I called him, he said, your call of God is also related to the jaw issue. So how come they want you to leave the jaw issue out? So when the Baramantu genocide started, about May 13th, 14th this month, I understood why God was telling me that I was running late, because he wanted me, this is a stepping out for me. He wanted me to step out. He knows what he's going to do. I have an understanding of what God is trying to do to help our job people using his call on my life. So I have to do, first of all, I have to do what he has asked me to do, and that is so it was, as also the president of the Job Foundation, which is the platform for collective action, umbrella organization for all the job organizations in the diaspora, who has been championing this job struggle. It would be foolish not to have the job issue ventilated. So I added it. That's why you saw the posting, which you made some comments about, that the job issue will also be addressed. However, yesterday I was on the way to this venue, to Washington from the Newark, where we held the Borough Day event, and they held a meeting and said that I should leave out the jaw issue, just do all, make the statement about what God told you and things like that. And, you have to respect people's sensibilities. So I have told them that I will declare what God has revealed to me, His promise and His decree, His will, promise, and decree for the Judged nation. I will declare it's part of it. That was what I was going to read here. It's already been in record, but since you came late, I was going to go there. So as a result of that, I have the press release. All I wanted was to put in record to the media our press statement titled "Stop the Genocide of Nigeria, Stop Nigeria Genocide Against the Ijaws in the Niger Delta," which we also addressed to the United Nations and President Barack Obama. So that was essentially what will be presented here, that all we're going through and the genocide and so on. And people have their fears and this and that. So I said, they even made the Perov Simbri. He is a personal friend of my father, and he used that to talk to me and this and that. So I didn't want to be rude. I have to accept the sensibilities of people. But if I'm asked questions, I will answer questions on it. So that is the answer to the question. So regarding the just situation, in my preamble, it's actually like part of my preamble. It is a parallel to Israel. First of all, you see that Israel was, God sent them an exile because they were rebellious, though they're chosen people of God. Because of their disobedience, He decreed that He will throw them out of the land He has given them. It's all there recorded in Jeremiah. All that is already in the record. But He promised that after He had thrown them out of the land, He's going to bring them back. And that God's promise was fulfilled, as we all know, in 1948, when the modern state of Israel was created. And this is one of the proofs. When people look at the Bible is a living book. And the Bible tells us where all of us come from, where we are going. And people say, I want to know something God does to believe. The proof that God exists is there in the Bible. Because God decreed this thousands or over 2,000 years ago, and it's fulfilled. First, they'll be thrown out, even that the Holocaust is there, all there in the Bible. And now, after that, He's going to restore them back to the land. And that has happened. And not only that, they were in captivity in Egypt. And God promised them deliverance. And God did deliver them from bondage in Egypt. And in the same way, God has promised that the just are currently suffering ruthless oppression of the extreme and heinous genocide, that He is going to deliver them from oppression in Nigeria. They're going to have an independent nation. That was revealed to me since 1998. And I declared this in the Judged nation. In fact, that letter of testimony, I sent it to President Obasanjo. 2000, President Clinton, the United Nations, all over BBC, everybody has it, and I've emailed it several times. And the relevant portion that I put here, you will see it. When you see a copy, you're going to see it is very bold. The oil-rich Ijaws of the Niger Delta successfully secede from Nigeria. In a vision on the 4th of September 1998, God revealed to me that my people, the Ijaws, who have suffered ruthless oppression and heinous genocide in Nigeria, will successfully secede from Nigeria. The remainder of Nigeria attempted to use military force to prevent us from seceding, but God was on our side, so they could not stop us. Given the current high-intensity, vicious genocide being visited upon the Baramantu Kingdom of the Judged nation, the Ijaws may resolve to pursue and obtain their freedom God has promised and decreed. The Ijaws have no power of themselves to secede from Nigeria and from their own country. But what is impossible with God, what is impossible with man, is possible with God. God has judged righteously. God has decreed justice and freedom for the Ijaws. And God will orchestrate and control the events that will lead to their emancipation. In a nutshell, God shall take the Ijaws to their promised land. Just as the Lord delivered the Israelites from bondage in Egypt thousands of years ago and emancipated black South Africans from apartheid some years ago, he will deliver the Ijaws from oppression in Nigeria. So that is the part regarding the Ijaw situation.